La'an needs to share intel with Starfleet. Why hasn't she?
La'an to bridge.
We need to scan the area for polarized EM signatures.
What is it?
I'm not sure yet.
Sensors are detecting a slight optical distortion near the second moon. A hologram, sir.
Raise shields now!
Raise shields. Red alert!
We can't. The transport tube. We can't raise shields.
What is La'an doing? She has this intel about the Gorn. She sort of knows how they attack, that she knows how their tactics work. She has shared none of this with the captain. She shared none of this with Starfleet. They haven't built procedures or run simulations for it. Why is she holding this to herself? Why isn't Starfleet asking? What is going on?
That's right. She should have a moral imperative to be like, my entire family and my entire colony was killed by the Gorn. I need to tell people what happens. I need to tell people what to look for.
Yeah. And so they shouldn't need the crew shouldn't rely on La'an to look for the Gorn signatures. People should be already trained up on the Gorn signatures because this is such a threat. Imagine if she's asleep. She's off duty.
That's right. Imagine if the other Pike in the movies didn't know about the lightning storm in space. The Nero just goes around, does whatever he wants. But instead there was a report, and then he read about it. He's like, "Oh, there's a lightning storm in space. I recognize what this is," and then it could act on it. This is the same thing. Like if people, what about people in other ships where she's not there to explain what happens to the Gorn? Those other ships just lose. They just die.
They're totally in the dark and they lose and they die. Because what does she ask them to look for first
La'an
off?
to bridge.
Polarized
Scan
EM.
the area for polarized EM signatures.
Okay. Polarized EM signatures. So that's polarized light. That's pretty common.
That's pretty
in the
common.
universe.
That's super common. Yeah.
I guess
look outside for if the sun is up. Like if the sun's up, kind of like half the time.
yeah. So, but at the same time, there was something about passively looking for polarized EM radiation that gave away the Gorn, which is incredible intel that Starfleet needs to know. That if you are looking for the Gorn, look for this polarized EM radiation. It sounds silly, but if you look for it, it might be a clear signature.
If it's easy, then Starfleet tells all ships every time you jump into a system, just do a little quick scan, a little scan around the area to see if you see holograms.
Exactly. And since it's a passive scan, we're just taking in the EM radiation, looking for polarized EM radiation, and then doing some sort of analysis on it. There's no drawback. You're not giving away your position.
Yep.
I'm mad at La'an.
Drop the ball. She needs to report.